Yes, welcome to Dimba Freak Show, whereby we're going to discuss some of the top stories here. And when it comes to football and matters concerning sports in our country, Kenya, and also when it comes to European countries. And we are now the draw of the UEFA Champions League. UEFA Champions League is back, and also Premier League is back. We also have the Bundesliga is back, the Italy Serie A is back. We also have the European competition, that is a Conference Cup, whereby Chelsea is there competing for this cup. And Chelsea qualified for this conference after Manchester United won the FA Cup, whereby they qualified for the Europa Cup. This is after Mauricio Pochettino and the head coach of Chelsea did a good job and made Chelsea to qualify for Europa Cup. But at the end of the day, Manchester United lifted the FA trophy, which pushed the Blues up to Conference Cup, whereby they are now competing. And this is after they won home and away against the Swiss national team, not Swiss team that is Servet. And Chelsea are now through to the UEFA conference. UEFA Champions League is back, but the draw is a bit complicated. The draw is very complicated when it comes to this UEFA Champions League. This is after UEFA changed the format of this UEFA, and now we have a new format. The format is now giving us new teams, and of course, in Premier League we have best four, whereby in English Premier League we have Man City, Liverpool, we have Arsenal, and also we have Aston Villa. Aston Villa. This is after Unai Emery side, that is Aston Villa, had one of the best season last season, and they are now qualifying for UEFA Champions League. Unai Emery is one of the coaches who has been doing a good job when it comes to the Premier League, and now he has qualified for the UEFA Champions League. We have a team of 36. We have a team, a number consisting of 36 European teams, and of course we have pot number one, pot number two, and pot number three, and pot number four. But the defending champions of the UEFA Champions League are Real Madrid. Real Madrid, together with Carlo Ancelotti, they won the UEFA Champions League. This is after Man City won it. Now Real Madrid won it together with Carlo Ancelotti. This is something that has really shocked a lot of fans who follow football, because when it comes to the UEFA Champions League, the draw is a bit confusing. But with time, I'm very sure people, and also most specific the football fans, they're going to be conversant with this UEFA Champions League. We have Premier League, and of course, yesterday we had a tough match between Manchester United. They played against Liverpool, whereby Manchester United they won when it comes to ball possession, but when it comes to the goals, then Liverpool won 3 goals. This is after Liverpool got a new coach that is one of the best coaches actually in this week, and is the coach of the week that has really performed well when it comes to Premier League. Ancelotti, he took over the leadership from one of the best coaches in Anfield, that is Jurgen Klopp. Anfield now is led by Ancelotti, and of course, Ancelotti, since he took over, he has won all of 3 games, and now he is giving competition to one of the best coaches again in the Premier League, that is Joseph Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola is one of the coaches of Man City, who has been giving Premier League coaches tough time when it comes to the competition. He has been winning Premier League, and now he has won Premier League back to back, back to back. That is 4 times in a row, and this is something that has really raised eyebrows to Premier League teams. Why they allow Manchester City win back to back Premier League, yet there is competition. Last time we saw Arsenal doing a good job, and of course Arsenal, they have been pushing back to allow other teams to have this confidence, because if Arsenal wins the trophy for first time, it has been quite a number of years, because Arsenal won this trophy. The last time they won the trophy was back in the year 2003. In the year 2003, that is the time when Arsenal won this trophy, and now they are competing to see whether they can win. The last time they bolted the Premier League, and also the last season, but one they bolted the Premier League, led by one of the coaches, that is Mikel Arteta. And Mikel Arteta has been doing some of the best signing when it comes to Premier League. He has been signing some of the best players there. In this transfer season that has ended yesterday, he signed some of the top players, the likes of Ricardo Calafiori, the likes of Mikel Merino, and also Raheem Sterling from Chelsea. Raheem Sterling played for Chelsea, played for Man City, played for Liverpool, and now he is playing for Arsenal. Mikel Arteta has been doing some of the fantastic signing when it comes to Premier League clubs, but now the worry comes here. Why is he not able to win the Premier League trophy? Because every player wants to win the Premier League trophy, and also winning this UEFA Champions League, whereby when it comes to London, you have seen even West Ham United together, they have won the Conference Cup, and also they have possessed some of the big clubs when it comes to playing football, and also making sure that they are dominant when it comes to the London teams. You know, London teams, we have Fulham, we have Chelsea, we have Arsenal, and also we have Crystal Palace. You know, those are the teams that are found in London. And London, of course, you know, Chelsea has won 2 Champions League. Also Arsenal has not won Champions League. So the competition is, when are they going to win the Champions League? This comes when teams want to win this one, and now they are not able to win. Either you win Conference Cup, you have won UEFA title. Either you win Conference, you win Europa. You know, Chelsea has won Europa, has won UEFA Champions League, has won Premier League, Club World Cup. They have also won FA, they have won Carabao Cup. So Chelsea is like they have won everything. And you know that we have Club World Cup that is going to happen the next year 2025. We are going to have Club World Cup, and some of the team from Premier League, they have already been listed there to participate in that Club World Cup. The likes of Chelsea, the likes of Manchester City, they have been given that authority to play in Club World Cup. Real Madrid is there, Bayern Munich is there. So some of the teams have been given that authority to participate. And one of the qualifications for you to participate in Club World Cup is that you should have won Champions League for even once or twice. So some of the teams that qualified are those who have won UEFA Champions League either once or twice, either thrice. So Chelsea is qualifying for that Club World Cup. We see we have battle for Premier League. We saw yesterday Manchester United, despite having some of the best signing, despite them having Mazrui, the likes of Delight, the likes of Casemiro, they were defeated by Liverpool. And you know, Liverpool, at the front forward of Liverpool, is one of the best, because nowadays they have Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah, there were rumors that Mohamed Salah will leave this club after Jurgen Klopp went. But now you can see how the Egyptian king contributed to the yesterday's game, and he actually contributed to 2 assists for Luis Diaz. You know, Luis Diaz is one of the Colombian players, and he scored twice, and also Mohamed Salah scored. He gave an assist and he scored. So you can see the era of Jurgen Klopp, and this coach now is having that transition. We are having the transition from Jurgen Klopp to Arne Slot. Arne Slot has been doing a good job, and of course, you can see how they are performing. Now we are on game number 3. Liverpool has won all of them. They are leading with the 9 points. Man City with 9 points, and also they have not lost any game. You see, the competition between Pep Guardiola and Arne Slot is now matching, is now catching. Now we have this competition whereby Joseph Pep Guardiola is now having that tension. You remember during the exit of Jurgen Klopp, Pep Guardiola said that he is not able to accept this Jurgen Klopp exit, because there is always a feeling that comes when these two clubs meet. Joseph Pep Guardiola, I remember him saying that he doesn't sleep when Pep Guardiola is when he is meeting this tough coach Jurgen Klopp. But now we have Hannes Slot. We are waiting to see the first match between Liverpool and Manchester City. How is it going to be? How is it going to perform? Because those are some of the top experienced coaches that we have in English Premier League. You saw what happened in Manchester United. Eric Ten Hag spoke after the defeat, and there is a comment that has been circulating in the social media, the likes of Casemiro wife. There is a comment and also a post that was seen in the social media, whereby Casemiro wife posted a UEFA Champions League Club World Cup in the social media after Manchester United was defeated by Liverpool. What does that say? That Casemiro, of course, is a legend. But if you ask me, if Casemiro and Varane, Varane came to Manchester United from Real Madrid. Real Madrid, those are some of the big clubs that we have in this planet. Barcelona, Real Madrid, those are the top clubs. So Casemiro and Varane, they left Luka Modric and they left Luka Modric. There was, if I could be asked, what is the best midfield trio that you have ever seen? I will say Casemiro, Modric, and also Camaviga or Cruz. But now Casemiro came to Manchester United. He has never won anything. He won just one trophy. But if I could be asked, even Varane, you went like a free agent. Varane left to Cosmo. Como is one of the clubs that is coached by former Chelsea, Arsenal, and Barcelona players. That is Cesc Fabregas. Fabregas is the coach of that team, and also Casemiro now is like he's struggling to feature in Old Trafford. So if I could be asked, then Casemiro and Varane, they could not have left Santiago Bernabeu. But you can see Carlo Ancelotti has been giving these players tactic, new tactic. We have two tactics that has been introduced by Carlo Ancelotti. Ancelotti has been making sure that he is vying and making sure that these players play in their best position. This is after they signed Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe just came the other day, but now is there in Real Madrid playing football there and also making sure that everything is in the right order. Yesterday he scored 2 goals, and those are the 2 goals that he scored in the front of fans in Santiago Bernabeu. Remember, this is Dimba La Freak Show, and here we're discussing some of the previews of the last games, and also the big game yesterday was Liverpool versus Manchester United. You can see on top of the screen we have Man City is leading with seven. That is 7 points. That is 9 points. Liverpool with 9 points, and also you can see the performance there is quite different. The battle for Premier League is now on. The battle of Premier League is now on. You saw Everton; they have been struggling for a long time. Bournemouth really pulled one of the best comeback in that competition because Bournemouth they really came there and also made sure that they will come back when they were playing against Everton. Actually, if I could say, then this is one of the best comeback that has happened in this Premier League. Nottingham Forest, they are there struggling. They went draw. They settled for a draw together with Wolves. This is after Wolves were clobbered by one of the best teams in London, Chelsea, 6 goals last weekend. But Chelsea, they drew together with Crystal Palace. Those are London teams, and they drew yesterday. That is a very frustrating result for Chelsea, considering now they have a new coach, and the new coach has been making sure that he will perform when it comes to this competition. Actually, this coach, when it comes to uh, Wolves, Wolves have been struggling. I have been watching Wolves playing, and they have been really struggling in this competition. They have been struggling, and since they allowed some of their top players go, Wolves they had some of the best players there. They allowed them go, but now they are there struggling. I remember they had Raul Jimenez, they had Naves, they had the likes of Neto, they had the likes of Willy Bolly, but now they allowed those players go. That is why now they are struggling. But you remember Wolves, the likes of former coach, that is Nuno Esperanto. They were performing well when it comes to this competition. But again, the question is, do you think this Premier League title is going back to Etihad, or there is a competition that is going to happen? Is it going to Emirates? Is it going to Stamford Bridge, or is it going to Anfield? And slot era. Is he going to take this cup for the first time? That is the question that we are asking here in Africa 24. The battle for Premier League is always tough. And of course, when it comes to this Premier League, things are going to be tough. And also, we are waiting to see how the league will structure itself by the end of game number 15. Before the end of the first leg, then we shall be knowing what is going to happen. That is more about our competition that is happening in Premier League, La Liga. Of course, Barcelona, the likes of new coach, they are doing a good job. You can see in Premier League we have Slot Hera. You go to La Liga, we have Hansi Flick. Hansi Flick has been performing one of the best when it comes to this league, and now you can see how he has been doing. The last game he pulled 7-0 against some of the La Liga teams there, and Lewandowski together with Rafinha, they are doing a very quite impressive job there in that team. So we're waiting to see if Barcelona they are going to win this competition, and also if they are going to make sure they are going to lift the trophy. You know, the competition between Real Madrid and Barcelona is always tough. So we're waiting to see if Barcelona is going to lift this trophy. Barcelona are going to win this trophy. So that is the question that we are asking here in Africa 24. You know, the competition between those teams is always tough. Barcelona together with uh, Real Madrid. So that is the tough competition that we have. You have seen even Sevilla. Sevilla, they are playing a good job. The likes of Espanyol, the likes of Real Valladolid. Those are the teams that really do a good job when it comes to La Liga. Santander. You know, the competition between La Liga is one of the best, and also uh, players. Every player will always want to play in La Liga. That is the question that we're asking here. Welcome to Africa, Alex, and tell us what is your thought about Premier League? Who is going to lift the Premier League trophy, in your own opinion?
Thank you, Bonnie, for welcoming me. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Bonnie,
yeah, I can hear
can
you.
you hear me? So my prediction for this new season is Man City will still be victorious. I still believe they will win the title. And let me explain why. Because I think Pep Guardiola has created a system in Man City whereby they have a winning mentality. They go in, season out, and they win titles. And I don't think there's a manager that is competent enough to challenge Manchester City. I still believe Mikel Arteta can get second position. And on a slot, I will give him the benefit of doubt because it's his first season. I believe he will clinch top four. So, and Chelsea will finish fourth. So that's my prediction. I see Man City being the champions once again. So the day they lose is the day Guardiola will retire from football.
That is Alex submitting, saying that Man City still they are going to lift. And also, we are discussing this new coach era. You can see the likes of Hansi Flick, the likes of Arne Slot, the likes of Enzo Maresca. Who do you think is going to lift the first trophy, either in Spanish La Liga or either in English Premier League?
So first of all, Bonnie, I back on a slot because I saw his game in PSV, and he was very much underrated there because when people heard Liverpool was signing him, they were like, "This manager doesn't have any credibility. He's not known for anything." And so, like, guys have underrated him. So, and he has come. If you saw Liverpool in preseason against Arsenal, you would clearly see that there is a style of play, there is a winning mentality in them. Yani, they are pressing very high to try and win games. So I believe Arne Slot has what it takes to bring Liverpool back to the glory days of Klopp, winning the Champions League and always challenging for the title. So I back him to lift the first trophy.
Arne Slot is doing a fantastic job. And also, we were discussing about the top players in the Premier League and also top transfer that happened. Which transfer really impressed you?
There are many good transfers, but the most impressive one for me is the which one is this one? I've forgotten. Let me remember. There is this signing of Joshua Zirkzee. Yes, sorry, Joshua Zirkzee being signed to Manchester United. I believe he's a good striker and he can get good goals. If you saw the first game, he scored. The second one, he was very unlucky not to score. And this third one, he was also unlucky because he had a couple of chances, but Alisson denied him the goal. So for me, I see him as a very good signing for Manchester United.
those are transfer rumors. You saw Chelsea, and also one of the frustrating transfer that has been happening is the likes of our very own guy from Africa, that is Victor Osman, who has been declining. I think the problem with Victor Osman is the agent, and also the club of Napoli always disagreeing with teams that have been interested to sign him. And until the closure, several teams, Liverpool, Chelsea, and also clubs from Saudi Arabia have been interested in signing Victor Osimhen, but Victor Osimhen has been there trying to act inconcentric, and that is why he's now. I have seen he has accepted the bid to join Galatasaray. If he joins Galatasaray, then even Napoli national team, Napoli team that is led by Carlo Ancelotti said that he will not include him into the team. So he's out, Victor Osimhen. I think if I would be asked, then Victor Osimhen should just tell the agent to accept the offer, because he has been given several offers for top clubs. This one will always demoralize him if he will be left out of Napoli, and also he will not be playing. That is something that has affected several players, the likes of Mascherano, the likes of Mario Balotelli. When you have ego, then that is the end of you.
Even Ozil.
Ozil was a good player. Ozil was a good player. Ozil had no ego. If you saw him playing for Real Madrid, when
True.
he came to Arsenal, the misunderstanding between him and the coach is the one that really affected him, and he went on retiring. But he's a good player.
True.
Any other comment you want to add here?
Bonnie, I have a question. Do you think the referees in the Premier League are consistent with the way they are refereeing the games, the bookings and everything? Do you think they are consistent?
About refereeing, you know when Premier League introduced VAR, then that was the end of good refereeing, because the VAR came to scrap all good goals, all several chances. When you score goals and you are demoralized by VAR, then you will not be active. So anytime you get a ball, you are player, you think you are an offside. So I think refereeing, collaborating with together with VAR has really affected the play when it comes to several leagues in the European countries. So actually, we were previewing some of the results that happened yesterday. So do you have anything to add before we say we are closing the show? Actually, we are just reviewing what happened yesterday, and also trying to see the draw of UEFA Champions League. Do you agree with what happened? The draw of UEFA Champions League.
So for me, Bonnie, I'm not the biggest fan of this new Champions League format, but I find it has both sides, the good and the bad. But for me, I support the old system, though this new system is also fantastic. So let's wait and see how it will be. But for me, I go with the old school style.
Alex is saying that he'll go with old school. A lot of fans in the whole world are shocked by this new format. We have port number one, port number two. So a lot of people are really confused. But we hope that by the end of quarterfinals, we shall be having the real teams. But it is going to be confusing because we don't have home advantage. A lot of things really happen in this title. So that was a preview of yesterday's and weekend games here in Africa 24. Remember to always follow us in social media, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and that is all what you can say. Closing marks, Alex.
People to subscribe to Afrique. We will bring exclusive content. Road to 2,000 subscribers, and we love all our viewers. We appreciate them. If it weren't for them, we wouldn't be here. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much for tuning here. We meet today for the night show, same place, same time.